Hey, Will. Remember that time that you said you could make a gourmet meal out of anything?
Yeah.
Got you some McDonald's, bud.
Oh, God. All right. We got a Big Mac. There's the fries. I think I can make this work. I'm going to go grab some stuff in the cooler real quick. All right, so I just went in the cooler, and I was thinking about like what a Big Mac actually consists of. So all we have really is the bun, meat, lettuce, pickles, and then looks like a piece of cheese in there as well. So we're gonna kind of go, a lot of people probably make like a shepherd's pie or something, but that's a little bit of a cop-out. So today we're actually gonna make some little potato croquettes stuffed with the burger, the pickles, some random vegetables, carrots, shallots, celery, and then we're gonna mix it all up and we're just gonna wrap the potato mixture around it and deep fry it. But then we're also gonna make a couple dipping sauces for it too. One consisting of the Coke, and then we're actually gonna make a better mac sauce for the later product. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some potatoes. I'm gonna use russet potatoes today. They're kind of the classic, like frying, mashing, Thanksgiving kind of potato. We're only gonna need about 5 of them probably. Then we're gonna take a carrot. We're gonna end up dicing this up super, super fine. We want it to be a little bit smaller, just so that it'll fit in the middle of the potato ball. So we'll just do 1 carrot, and I think we'll do a couple pieces of celery. All right, we're gonna peel our potatoes first, because we wanna get those guys boiling. We peeled all of our potatoes. They're boiling in that pot right there. We're eventually gonna mash them up, but while we're waiting for them to cook, we're gonna start sweating off our carrots that we just diced, our celery, and then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of shallots in there too, just to bump up the flavor a little bit. We're gonna take our burger patties out of the Big Mac. We're gonna save the pickles too. And we're gonna scrape off all the lettuce. I think I'm gonna leave the cheese in there just for a little extra gooiness. Voila. We're gonna start just dicing it super small, just like the vegetables, because we want it to be able to fit inside of the potato. Medium-high heat. We're gonna throw our butter in, 2 tablespoons, and then our carrots, celery, and the shallots. All right, so now we've sweated down all of our vegetables, and we're gonna start rehydrating all this amazing high-quality ground beef in the Big Mac burgers. So we're just gonna take the beef, throw it in there. You know, I was thinking, why not? Let's throw the little bit of French fries in there, and let's throw the 2 pickles in there too, because just a little extra flavor. Get the brininess from the pickles. All right, so while that's sweating, our pan's hot enough now to where we can start reducing our sauce, one of our sauces for the little croquettes. So first things first, we're gonna throw the wine in there. I think we're gonna go about a cup. And we're just gonna let all the alcohol cook off and let it reduce by half. At this point, we're gonna throw some rosemary in, a little bit of dried cherries just to hide the bitterness from the red wine. We're gonna add our amazing Coke. We're gonna leave the ice out just so it doesn't water down the sauce. And then we're gonna add some beef stock. We're just gonna let that go for a little bit. All right, so our filling is all cooked now. The wine's cooked off. All we have to do is just season it a little bit with some salt. All right, and then while we're waiting for our Coca-Cola red wine sauce, we're gonna actually make a better interpretation of the original Big Mac sauce. The base of this sauce, like any great sauce, is gonna be mayo. We're gonna go about half a cup there. Then I actually found all these packets in our little junk drawer here in the shop, so I'm gonna be using some of these too. But we got our ketchup. We're gonna go like, let's say 6 packets. Then we're gonna go like 4 packets of mustard. And then sweet relish. We'll do like 4 packets here. You wanna be able to taste it. And then we're gonna grab a spoon and just start seasoning the sauce. So this is a tablespoon right here, just a regular soup spoon. We're gonna go for a teaspoon of each here. So about a teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of black pepper as well. And then just a nice little splash of apple cider vinegar. I'll usually use white vinegar. We don't have any right now, so we're gonna use apple cider. Very carefully. Boop. That's it. Just gonna give it a good mix, give her a try. Then we forgot the most important part, some more salt too. You gotta salt everything. I'm one salty dude. No spill. It's pretty spot on, not gonna lie. It's pretty good. All right, so now that our potatoes have boiled, I just mashed them up with just a regular hand masher. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Our filling is cooled off, and we're gonna actually use some eggs to hold our potato mixture together so when we fry it, it doesn't just fall apart. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cheese in there for some flavor. And then, again, more salt. So we're gonna start with that there. About a tablespoon. For this many potatoes, I think we're gonna crack 3 eggs in there. And I think we're gonna do a splash of milk. Just to give it a little bit of like a doughier consistency. Add about a cup of breadcrumbs. And we're gonna sprinkle some cheese in here too. Then I'm just gonna start folding it. See how it's starting to form more into like a dough type substance. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit in one hand, just kind of press it out. Take a little bit of the filling. And then just try to seal it all up there. So for the first try, that was actually pretty good. And I'm just gonna make like 7 more of these bad boys. They're a little bit bigger than I expected them to be, but I popped them in the cooler for a little bit and they're holding together real nice. Like they almost formed into like some sort of dough. So I got my oil heated up to about 350 degrees. We're gonna put them in for a couple minutes here. Just do 3 at first. So they're actually coming out great. Nice and golden brown there. I'm actually gonna throw them back in the oven for a little bit just to make sure that they're cooked all the way through. Heat nice and evenly all the way through. So they've been in there for about 5 minutes. Coming out nice and hot. It's gonna give them a little bit more seasoning. Just salting them at every layer. I'm gonna cut one of these bad boys open. See what happens. Boom. So for plating, we're just gonna stack these guys up here. I think 4 looks great. And let's give one a try. I think I'm gonna try it with the cherry Coke sauce here. Actually works out pretty well. The croquette itself almost tastes like a tater tot hot dish. You get that texture from the French fries, and you have the ground beef in there with the vegetables. And then the red wine and the Coke actually mix really well together and kind of elevate the dish. I would recommend this to anybody. I'll give it like 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty dang good. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in one more time. I'm gonna call these guys Big Mac croquettes with a Coke red wine reduction and then an elevated Big Mac sauce. Hope you enjoy, because I know I do.